Hi everybody, this is Walter Rabb. I'm a PE teacher at Davidson K-8, used to be Davidson Elementary. I was asked to share a few things that worked for me over the years when it comes to teaching students with disabilities or special needs. First thing I mentioned just off the top is how much I've learned through the years from our district's awesome adapted PE department, and also the resource teachers at my own school. Just in communication with them, a lot of times they can give you a lot of good information about how to work with students, things that work, things that don't work. So I'll put a plug in there. Second thing I'll mention is something I do at the beginning of the school year that works really for all students, but I think it's especially valuable for kids with special needs or kids who maybe a little bit different in different ways or may not always fit in. And that is I do something called training camp. And what training camp is kind of just taking that first class of the school year, where most teachers I know spend working on like rules and procedures. What I do is I kind of pull that out to about the first 4 classes of the school year. But we're not just working on the rules and procedures. During that time, the main thing we're doing is just working on a lot of team building activities. We go over how to be a good teammate. We go over real specifics of how to be a good teammate, and then we take those things, and by the way, how to be a good teammate we talk about. It's not just in the sports sense, but it's in all parts of life. You'll have to be a teammate, and as you grow up, getting a job, you have to be a teammate. And I talk about the Panthers. The Panthers go through training camp before they can play games. They have to spend a few weeks learning the plays and learning how to work together, be good teammates. So that's what we're doing. And our plays are things like how never to leave anyone out, how to include people, how to be a good teammate. And again, we take all those things that we learned and we practice them in a lot of fun activities, mostly team building activities. For example, 4th and 5th graders, we do some cool activities where they're in small groups. They pretend that they're on an island and there's a tsunami coming in 30 minutes. And they have to take equipment and figure out creative ways to use the equipment to get off the island before the tsunami hits, or off of a ship before it sinks. There's all kinds of cool activities out there that are kind of team building activities that kind of do a great job with that. The kids love those activities. It's my favorite part of the school year, the whole training camp thing. And then the benefit is as the year goes on and you get into some of those more traditional PE activities, hopefully you've taken care of kind of what the culture you want your class to have during those first 4 weeks, and that hopefully carries over into the rest of the school year. And again, it's really important, I think, for those kids with special needs to kind of hopefully feel included and feel welcome, and also all the kids getting a lot of practice of working together and helping each other. And then the last thing I'll mention really fast is I do use peer teachers or peer assistants. Sometimes I call them mentors, mentees, in my PE classes on occasions. For example, taking a kid who has some special needs and pairing them up with another student, someone who usually excels, a really nice kid. And it's a win-win for both groups of students. The kid with special needs has someone to look up to kind of model the right things to do, and to have someone help him or her whenever needed. And then of course the other student, the mentor or the peer teacher, it's a great leadership opportunity for them. And I've even had over the years, a few times we've had some self-contained classes, like AU classes, and I've worked it out with grade levels, and for them to, if the schedule works out, for them to send kids into like my AUPE classes to be like peer teachers or mentors. And it's just a great experience for both groups of students. Something that I would recommend, and it's helped me a lot. And I think it's a pretty valuable experience for the peer teachers, but also really helpful for the kids with special needs. So those are a few things. If there's anything else I can help you with, just let me know. Thanks.